we're going to jump right in, and I'm going to have to make this thing visible to you here.
What do we get to see?
The two of you wake up. You're not together. You wake up in... You're kind of restrained, but it seems to be some sort of pod or small, tight container you are in. It's dark, but there's a couple of like glowing lights of the systems, and there's like a screen in front of you, and across the screen you start to see text scrolling, and this is what you're going to see. There is a note now that you have access to.
Oh, access. Oh, this looks like HTML.
Yeah, it might. Yeah.
I'm seeing a distinct lack of semicolons. This code is never going to work.
It's not code. It's more like a log, like a command log.
Okay.
So, I'm not a programmer or a coder. I was just like, I texted my brother. I'm like, hey, I need to create something that kind of looks like code or like a command log or something. And he was like, just look at the code on like a website, and I was like, okay, I can make it at least look computery by doing that. So feel free to read through that.
Bipeds, that's nice.
Validate, yes. Confirm receipt of data. Scan for new coordinates, yes. Error. Two found. We found two sources of sound. Validate, yes. So okay. So that's me, and it says do not search for selector, do not trust, error, assertions. This is the same for both of us, right?
It is the same for both of you.
Okay. I don't know if I was like giving anything away from reading it aloud. Or...
You're fine.
Okay.
It's going to be somewhat hard for any viewers to really see what's going on if you're scrolling through it, so feel free to read as much of it out loud as you want.
Yeah.
Oh, executing purge. Function restore. Noise levels equals 0. Execute upload. Refresh upload parameters. Refresh it. Parameters established. Upload data found equals true. Source J2236. Source clean. Source X9999. Source error. Upload sources. No. Replace source X9999. Searching. Scanning. 1, 2. No additional source found. No error. No error. No error. No error. It is not what it seems. No error. No error. No error. No, there's. Oh yeah, this code will never work. There's no ending bracket here. Reconfigure. Execute upload. Yes. Upload equals true. Insert reference. Des class. C1. Des class. I guess that means designate class. Ground defrost. Executing. Pod status active. Select upload structure. Content scanning. Confirmed. Designate humanoid. Designate biped. Initiate vitals. Scanning. Vitals initiated. Initiate upload. Handshaking. Upload complete. Contact curator? Yes. Contacting. Curator found. Transfer priority? Yes. Relinquishing admin control to curator. Curator confirm receipt of data? Yes. Initiate automated greeting protocol? No. I'll do it myself. ... No close bracket. Man, who coded this thing?
So that's all. That essentially is like scrolling across the screen as you're kind of coming into consciousness.
Come on, son.
And after that scrolls, the screen defrosts essentially, and you can now see out into a room. It's a small room. You can see the other pod across from it, or across from you, and you can kind of see a vague shape of someone else in the pod, so you can see each other across. And the room is this image I have is kind of a little bit gloomier, but think more like sterilized, stark white, sci-fi kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, like we're in an Apple store.
Yes, like trapped in an Apple store.
Oh, well, when are you not? Anytime you're in there.
And give me a moment here. As you're sitting in the pod, you start to kind of be able to move a little bit, but it feels really weird, like you're almost out of body experience as you start kind of shifting around a little bit, and the sound goes from like no sound to kind of like muffled, like underwater humming and stuff like that, and then you start being able to hear more. And now, just because I wanted to have fun with it today, we're going to use voice mod a bit.
Oh goodness.
And I hope
Hold
it
on to your
ends up
butts.
sounding okay. Which hotkey did I put this on? I'm gonna make sure I remember what my hotkey is so that I can use it. Okay. All right, is that working? Just want to make sure it's working first.
It's very echoey. Sounds like you're in a bathroom.
Please remain calm as you are released from cryonics. It may take you several moments to regain motor control. Do not be alarmed.
So you hear that, and you start being able to, like it said, kind of regain motor function. And there's a loud hissing noise, and the front of the pod just slides open, and a bunch of like steam or just cryonic air ventilation, whatever, it just kind of escapes out and fills up the room a little bit before it just kind of gets vented away, and you are now in these pods in this room. And you can decide to do as you wish. I will say this, you have very little memory of anything right now.
Huh.
Going to check motor function and just see if I can stretch my muscles a little bit, flex the fingers, see if I can walk or,
Okay. Everything feels very stiff as you start to move around.
I'm like cracking my joints, trying to get them to loosen up.
Yep.
Yeah. And as you kind of try to step out, it's very weak. It's like walking for the first time.
Oh.
You're finding a hard time, adjusting your. It's like a young kid that just went through a growth spurt, figuring out that their body moves differently now,
Oh, it's like when you're suddenly 6'2".
When you're suddenly 6'2", you walk like a newborn deer. Yeah. So it takes you a couple of moments, but you're kind of both able to you're standing outside of your pods now, a little shaky. You can see more around the room now. There is a door on one wall with what seems to be a small little like control access touchscreen to the side of it. What would I have you roll for a perception-y type?
I said, do I see Chuck's person?
Yeah, you guys see each other. It's a pretty small room. Yeah.
Am I able to talk yet?
Yes. Your voice sounds strange and kind of croaky as it comes out, but you are able to talk. Yep.
Good morning.
Is it morning?
I don't know, but I just woke up, so I'm gonna assume so. You might as well.
Fair enough. and who are you?
I am. I should know this. Why don't I know this?
Do
you know who you are?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Well,
not off the top
It
of my
is
head.
normal to suffer temporary amnesia after cryonic regeneration.
Regen or what now?
Yeah, what?
Hello? 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 Huh.
What do you need us to do?
Hello. I am the Curator. You have been randomly selected as maintenance operatives for the current cycle. Please proceed to the next chamber.
Well... Pete's
The
standing
door
around.
slides open.
I'm gonna, like, look around the room.
What
Just
if
to
we
see.
don't?
Yeah! What if we don't?
You are free to do as you wish.
I'm taking a look around the room we're in. Is there anything, like, beyond just, like, regular walls?
It's very sparse.
Are there
trying to
other
figure out what would
pods?
be the best No, just your 2 pods. I want to see what would be the best investigation stat. I think probably brains.
Okay.
So if either of you wants to like examine the pods or whatever to gain more information, brains check of 10.
Okay.
So no modifier, just...
Oh,
Well, you
gee.
can roll it.
Come on.
Wow.
So you can both gain an adversity token, but neither of you is able to really glean much. You're probably still fuzzy from waking up. I will specify, Curiosity, that you can always take half on a roll.
Oh,
So I will allow you to redo that and take the 10 if you want.
sure.
Since it's been a long time since we played the systems, you might have.
Yeah, I forgot that I could do that.
Yeah, you can always take the half if it's going to be enough to make you succeed. So.
Sure, I'll take a half.
Okay. You're able to see that from the way the pods are mounted, they're not permanent installations in this room. They look to be attached to some sort of track, so it looks like the wall can open up and move them out and probably bring in different pods as necessary.
Huh. That's interesting. We might have been like in there for a long time.
Curator? How long have we been in there?
You have been in stasis for error.
Oh, that's...
Lovely. That's great. That's fantastic. Thanks a lot. You were so helpful, Curator.
I was gonna say that's not good, but I actually don't know if that's not good or not.
I don't know if I care right now.
I don't... Let's just...
Yep.
I'm gonna start walking towards the door that opened up and go through it. I don't...
Okay.
I have a headache.
So you exit the door and you find yourselves in, it's sort of like the communal room of like a nice hotel suite. Not huge, but there's like a little sort of kitchenette bar spot. There's a couch and a TV screen. There's a desk with a computer on it in the corner. And then there appears to be 2 more doors on other walls within the room. Not excessively large, but somewhat roomy for a couple of people to kind of be comfortable in. And it's all still that stark white being lit. You can't really tell where it's being lit from, but it's just somehow being lit.
It's like an episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah, kind of. And that is, that's what you are presented with.
You said there was a computer at the desk?
There is a computer at the desk.
How much do I remember about computers?
You don't necessarily remember anything like specific if you're trying to focus on it, but you instantly recognize what a computer is and like know what it can be used for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. So I'm gonna go to the computer and see if I can find out what's up.
Okay. Chuck, you gonna do anything?
I'm just gonna...
Oh, I should specify you're wearing jumpsuits that have your letter and number designation on them.
Oh.
So.
Oh, so you're the one from the code.
Yeah,
I'm the one from the code.
you're the one from the code. Okay. What did it... Said something about having trouble finding my designation. Should I be concerned?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay. You approach the computer. It does not seem to have any obvious buttons or anything on it. It's essentially just like a flat screen on the desk.
I poke at the screen.
Yeah. It lights up, and it is awaiting password input. The cursor is blinking.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Incorrect password.
Curator, what next? More information would be helpful.
Please wait. I am assessing situation. There are currently no active maintenance tickets.
Is
You
there
are
like
free to relax within the recreation center until such time as maintenance is needed.
Then why wake us up?
Unknown. The reanimation procedure seems to have been activated in error.
Well, that's a thing. Huh. Well, there's is there like a refrigerator and stuff?
Yes.
Well, I'm going for it.
Okay.
Yeah, food is good.
I mean, do we feel hungry after?
You do not feel hungry at all.
Oh, well, I might because I'm bored. Or just at least see what's in there for when I do feel.
You open it up. It's got a whole bunch of different cans, and none of them are labeled.
Oh.
And
Well,
they're like pop top drink cans. It's not like can opener, peaches and cans or anything.
Would I know to ask for like a status report or to
Roll a brains check. DC. This one's gonna be pretty easy actually. DC 5.
I'm so frustrated running around this place.
Take an adversity token, but yeah, you have no idea how the typical computer procedures go because you don't have any memory of where you are or why you were put in the situation.
Told to wake up, don't know who I am, don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. No instruction is given, and I'm just in a room with another person.
well, the curator said the amnesia would be temporary. Just chill, dude.
Is it temporary because we're reanimated, so we don't have to have a memory because we're just gonna die after this?
Oh, you know what? Oh no. I hope it's not that.
I don't want that.
Curator.
Yes.
What kind of tasks are the maintenance tasks? What kind of what's involved in it?
Typical maintenance tasks include repairing of power subsystems, repairing of standard living facilities, cleaning of standard living facilities.
Curator, is there someone we can actually talk to, face to face?
As you ask that, the TV screen blinks on.
Oh dear.
And there is a digital robotic face on it. I'm trying to think of what it would look like to be a good representation.
The master control program from Tron.
Yeah, I mean, better than that, but yeah, a similar kind of thing of like a digitized face.
Oh, I was gonna say like the mask face from that's in the Magic Mirror.
Sure, it's kind
Snow
of
White.
like that. Yeah, that would work. Something akin to that, but a little bit more sci-fi and less mystical looking.
Right. Okay.
Maybe it kind of like made of like cubes, and some of them are kind of trailing off, kind of thing.
Okay.
And it's sorry, press the button too quick. It's on the screen, and it.
Hello, I am the curator.
Oh,
Okay,
I don't think that's what we meant.
Yeah,
Like a flesh and blood, like living person. I'm assuming we're flesh. I like pinch myself.
Yeah, it pinches under your hand. The curator is it's just kind of staring, unblinking on the screen, and then it says,
You are the only 2 active personnel in the facility.
What's the facility for?
The facility is used to maintain storage of personnel.
Why?
The facility was created in error to protect the human populace from error.
every time that it does the error alert, the face kind of like flashes and like all up and flashes red and stuff.
Curator,
Yes.
what's the password to this computer?
Password for basic computer access is IM42371.
Okay.
what about non-basic usage?
I'm already putting the password in.
Administrative access is restricted.
Unrestricted.
Unable to comply.
Oh. That was aggressive.
Hey X, don't piss off the curator.
The best part is I have no idea what that sounds like to you guys, because I cannot hear it myself.
It was creepy as
I didn't like it. I'm gonna go.
Good.
Did you say there was a couch?
There is.
Yep, I'm just gonna sit down on it and try and contemplate my life, which doesn't take a lot of time to do, apparently.
I'm gonna bippity boopity on the computer.
Okay. Yeah, the computer opens up, and it just has a list of like. The first thing that populates is like a list of maintenance instructions. So it's literally just like a list of like do this, do that, like clean the floor, don't forget to clean this thing, don't forget to do that, and then like schematics for the power systems of how to repair when like a fuse goes out, stuff like that. That's all that is immediately available to you.
Okay, are there any more menus I can like?
There is there is one menu listed that says equipment. And then there is another one that says admin, and then it's restricted.
Yeah, it doesn't like it if you hit, try and break the administrative one.
Well, we're just gonna have to figure out. I mosey on over to his, right up into his earball right there and say, we gotta how do it to get the admin back.
You were breaking up a bunch there because you were so quiet.
I say, we gotta figure out how to get the admin password, but quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Curator,
Yes.
who has administrative control or access to the computer?
Facility administrators are currently not present at facility.
Shouldn't there be one?
Mm-hmm.
Unexpected error.
How does one become an administrator?
Please hold.
The screen shuts off. And as that happens, like, there was flashing with the error thing, and the screen shuts off, and the lights dim just a little bit, perceptively, but just a little bit.
I guess we better go fix that.
Yeah, is there a door that we haven't gone through?
There are 2 other doors.
Sure. I'll see if they open.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the first one, you go up, you touch the pad on it, and it opens up, and it's just a small little, like, sleeping quarters area. There's, like, 4 beds, and a couple of dressers that just have more jumpsuits in them. And the other door leads to a hallway, and you can see a couple more doors in the hallway.
Cool.
Both of you do a brains check for me, please. DC 12.
Oh, I can't take a half.
I can't succeed unless I
You might.
explode.
Gosh darn it.
I did not explode.
You can use an adversity token to make that a 12 if you want to.
Sure, fine. I'll make it a 12.
Because I think adversity tokens might give you +2. Let me double check. That might be one of the specific abilities that does that. Oh, I should specify. One of you I know has the treasure hunter strength.
Me.
You can spend an adversity token to find a useful item in your surroundings. Is what that does.
Oh, I have intuitive.
And then the intuitive is you can spend an adversity token to ask the GM about your surroundings, an NPC or the like, and they must answer honestly.
Oh, really?
Yes. Although I will say I will not answer in such a way that completely breaks the mystery. But I will be as honest as I possibly can without revealing too much. I'll give you any information that your characters could conceivably have that you might have missed, kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check adversity tokens real fast here and make sure you're going to succeed no matter what, but it could be. I want to make sure I know for the future if it's a +1 or +2 that it gives you. Come on.
I failed miserably, which makes sense because I'm walking right up to one of the 2 doors, whichever is closest.
Do the doors look any different from each other?
All of them in the main area have looked the same. In the hallway, there's one of them that looks the same, and then there's another one. There's 2 in the hallway that look similar, and then there's another one that looks far more like it's sturdier but less like pristine. You know what I mean? Like it's more like almost a bulkhead type looking thing. Like it's bigger and more secure.
Oh, does it open?
That one is unable to open.
I think that's an important door.
The other 2 doors, one of them is listed as recreation and it opens into a small gym. And the other one is listed as maintenance and it is currently locked.
I feel like we should have access to that one.
Yeah, we're maintenance people.
Yeah, I'm not seeing where it says, so we're just going to go with it. It adds +1. So you, with your successful roll there by using the adversity token, You looked around back before you walked out into the hallway, and you saw a message flashing on the computer screen.
Oh, okay. Is there like a way I can respond?
Yeah, there a little like hard light keyboard appears out of it, and you're able to like type. Give me a second. I'm actually going to create another character so that I can have mine signed as it.
I just type YES question mark. Oh, I can type it in there too, just so we can keep a running.
Yeah. This is a person that you are going to be able to communicate with.
Yeah.
You are only going to be able to communicate to them via the chat, and they're only gonna respond if you put it into the chat.
Oh, okay, cool. So
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. That should work. I'm gonna do this as this. I know, it's so riveting.
Oh boy.
Here we
Listen
go.
to the sounds of typing. If this is ever going to be a podcast, I'm trying to keep you entertained right now. I don't have much time. You need to access admin.
We're trying. What? Give us the password. I don't know how. Yeah. Tell them to give us the password.
I say, do you have the password?
Do we know who this person is? We were not supposed to trust someone. Is this who we're not supposed to trust?
I don't think I'm supposed to trust you.
Oh. Well, I don't know if you're supposed to trust me or not. I don't know who I am.
I think Vagabond knows that I know that they're not telling the truth. Search my surroundings. There might be something useful. Fine, I look around to see if it's written down on like a post-it note or something in a drawer.
I'll go back to the center area and I'll use my adversity for treasure
Okay.
hunting. Do I get another adversity for getting a 1?
Yes, you would have got. Anytime you fail, you'll get one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What is
Keep
the
that in mind.
purple? I don't understand the purple.
Yeah, I don't know why my things
I
are
have no
purple.
idea.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you why it's doing that sometimes. Okay, yeah. So, unfortunately, there's not a lot of items in here. But instead of having you find an item, since you are spending an adversity token for an ability, you remember when you were looking over her shoulder that there was an equipment subscreen on the computer.
Nope.
Well, let's check that out.
No, curator has located me. I have to move.
We ain't found shit.
Okay. Go through the computer. Look for
All right.
the equipment panel. I don't know.
Yeah, I go back to the computer. I put the
If you
password
can
in.
trust me. That was hurtful.
Don't be principal and interest. Let's just look on the computer.
Oh my god.
Or whatever terms I would remember.
So you activate the equipment menu, and it just pops up a little prompt that says open maintenance closet ? And then yes or no.
Yes.
There you go.
Boop.
Because you have the door open, you hear the door out in the hallway slide open.
I'm gonna walk to it and I'm gonna open it up.
As you guys have been doing this and trying to kind of remember, what's going on and who you are and stuff like that, you're both starting to recover some sense of self, but you're not remembering a name or anything like that. But you are starting to remember, like, childhood memories vaguely and stuff like that. You remember growing up, playing catch with your dad or whatever, chasing a dog, petting a cat. Yeah, those kinds of like childhood and growing up formative memories are starting to kind of come back to you. And you can create any specific to you that you want if you at any time for just getting into your character, but because the background up to a certain point it doesn't matter. So
are you getting memories there, bud?
I think maybe.
Jeez, I'm starting to remember that my dad was really mean.
That's we're not talking about mean fathers. I think mine will take the cake.
Connections. All right, so you enter the maintenance closet. There's some general cleaning stuff, a few bottles of like bleach. There's a mop bucket, and there is a toolbox.
Ooh, toolbox.
Oh.
What's in the toolbox?
Inside of the toolbox is a single screwdriver. Flathead screwdriver.
That seems excessive.
Sure, let's look around for places that I could use to unscrew something.
Pretty much any of the any sort of control panel or whatever is screwed in.
Well, I'm a maintenance technician. Time to maintain some stuff.
Yeah, might as well check the panels. Let's see. I'm gonna move the bleach and any of the cleaning liquids into the waiting room, into the central area. Just in case we need them later and the maintenance door shuts on us.
Hello, Mr. Keypad. What secrets are you hiding underneath? And I just twist the...
Which keypad are you looking at?
The one next to the maintenance. Or next
the one that's right outside the maintenance door?
Or the one, is there like keypad that goes next to the bulkhead?
Yes, every single door has a keypad.
Okay, I'll do the bulkhead one first.
Okay. You're able to unscrew it and take the faceplate off and stuff like that. It's a pretty standard sort of touchscreen wired in to the power and into the door itself.
Does it look like I could like complete a circuit in there and get the door to open?
Roll a brains check. That's going to be a pretty tough one.
Really? I haven't rolled above. Well, I rolled an 11, but like.
With you know that you could maybe with time could kind of mess around with it and try and kind of brute force the stuff, but with just a screwdriver that would be nearly impossible to do.
All right. I'm gonna go look at the other keypad, see if like anyone shoved a message or anything underneath.
Okay.
I will put the keypads back after I unscrew them too.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
We don't have time for that. Let's just come on. You don't have to screw it back in.
This is all we're doing right now.
But, I mean, let's just move on. If it's dangling down, it doesn't hurt anything.
Our job is to fix things, and if we break it, we have to fix it.
Therefore, we maintain a need to have a job so we don't finish too early and then get, like, terminated or something.
I'm just setting it back to the way it was. Fine, you know what? Here, you can flip it back, and I'll just leave, dangling.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk away from it. I'm not putting it back. That is job security, because it has to get done later.
Yeah, could get done by someone else. You don't know.
And neither do you.
Well...
You go and you unscrew a bunch of the different control panels, and when you finally you get and you're undoing the one, because you've done all the ones out in the hallway and they all look pretty standard, and then you're doing the one that accesses the little bedroom area, and when you open up that one, you realize that there is a small switch that was apparently manually wired in separately behind the main control pad.
Oh, I wonder what this does.
You hear something shifting in the bedroom.
Oh, goodness.
Gonna follow that noise.
Okay. The two little dressers have shifted aside, and there is a small nook in the wall behind them. And inside of that, there is a little tablet computer sort of thing.
Oh.
And it has a set of cords that come off of it with like a universal plug-in. Similar to like a modern USB, but futuristic. And
so it's Type
like,
C.
Ooh. And then there is also a small little tool that you do not recognize. Actually, wait. Brains check of 14 to recognize it.
Well, I can't always... Oh, should I be taking adversity tokens for every time I fail?
Yes, you do get them every time you fail.
Okay.
Chuck, you can attempt it as well. You'll get a +3.
Oh, well, it's still a 9.
Really? Good. I cannot pass a brains check. I'm like dumb as hell. I'm like the dumbest smart person, apparently.
Yeah, at least I
neither
only
of
have
you-
an 8 to it.
Neither of you really recognizes the tool. But you kind of feel like there is something familiar about it, but you don't know exactly what it is. And it could be that maybe it's just like a futuristic version of something, and that's why you're having a trouble identifying it.
It's a sonic screwdriver.
Yeah, just give you a sonic screwdriver. It opens everything. It just does everything for me.
If you don't mind, I'll take the weird... What's it?
Sure, as long as you put the control switches back with it.
I'll go tap it on the control panels.
It makes a little kind of clinking sound, and they sway a little bit.
I just turn back as I'm hitting it with it. I'm doing it. Are you happy? Because
You're not even trying.
Oh no! Like hit the other way, push it against it.
Oh, fine. Well,
Just saying.
Wonder what else you can do with it. All right.
Curator, are you there?
I'm gonna ask the curator what this thing
Hello.
Hi. Do you are you watching us all the time? Because that's creepy.
I am unable to maintain vigilance on the cameras at all times due to monitoring of entire facility subsystems.
The curator. How big is the facility?
The facility, when operating within normal parameters, occupies 12 hectares of space.
I wish I knew what a hectare was.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I'm saying that in character.
I'm saying it in both. I can't tell distances. It's a problem.
It made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs.
Parsecs are a measurement of distance,
Yes.
not time. I still can't tell what they mean.
A hectare is basically a soccer pitch by a soccer pitch. Or a football field wide by a football field long, including the end zone.
It's
Okay.
about two.
I got that.
1 hectare is about 2.5 acres.
Yeah, it's 100 meters by 100 meters. 110 yards by 110 yards. 330 feet by 330 feet. Freedom.
Whose feet?
I just...
You had me at the football field by football field, and then you lost me completely.
What, when I went to feet?
Yes, I can't judge distances. I don't have that ability.
And in any case, it's large.
I am 6 feet, so it's a bunch of me.
It's a lot of you.
It's 55 of you. Maybe. No, more than that. So, approximately.
Sure.
They have, yeah. Moving
I'm
on.
not good at the math.
Do you watch us in the bedroom area?
I am capable of monitoring all locations within the facility.
I don't like that. How do we get that to stop?
Yeah, I don't want you to be a creeper.
Surveillance is unable to be deactivated except with admin control.
Right.
What? Is it a violation of our employment to cover the sensor?
The screen pops up with its face, and this time it's glowing entirely red.
Oh no!
Ah.
Oh no!
And
Why do you keep doing this?
I'm asking for
Vandalizing
permission,
of
not.
facility subsystems will meet with termination.
I'm sorry. I'm asking for permission, not forgiveness. I'm doing it in the right order.
the screen turned off after it stopped talking. It was done talking.
Okay. Alright, so...
At least we know that that's a... It does not want that to happen.
Alright, so I am going to go back to the bedroom and kind of like... look at the tablet there. Does it power on?
Yeah, it has a little power on thing.
Cool, what is it?
Does a little boot up sequence. It appears to be, and I think you're skilled with computers, so you can make a brains check. It's not a hard. Actually, it's going to be really easy for you, but like a DC 8, so you could just have it.
I'll take a 10.
Yeah, it's essentially like a PDA type thing. It's a handheld assistant universal connection computer. So it's used to just interface with literally any computer system.
Okay. Wait a second. Any computer system?
Any computer system.
Hey, we have a computer system. Cool.
Yeah,
See if you can get the curator's attention elsewhere.
Alright, I'm gonna go in the hallway. And... just say, Curator, do you have a video panel in this room in the hallway that we can talk if we need anything?
A screen, like one of the walls just into a screen.
God. Thank you, Curator.
I have access to the entire facility for communication purposes.
It's actually really cool. Little creepy, really cool. What happened to cause us to get activated?
Unknown.
Why do you not know?
Access in the network has been corrupted by anomalous code.
Is that... Who fixes that?
I am attempting to reconfigure network.
Huh.
Please do not mind the situation.
I feel like that's something that we should mind if you're the one giving us help and your code is corrupted. What, are you the computer? Are you the code? Are you a person in a room?
I am the curator of this facility.
That didn't answer the question. What are you?
What am I? What am I?
The screen disappears.
Okay.
While he was doing that, I'm gonna go plug the multi-computer tool into the computer if I can find
Okay.
like an interface port.
Yeah. Yeah. Like literally, as soon as you are trying to plug it in, one pops open.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The computer stuff, it's it understands when it's trying to plug something in, so it's able to facilitate that.
Well, that's neat.
And it connects to the computer. At the moment, it's essentially just giving you access to all the same stuff.
The little tool thinger does.
Yeah, it just essentially pulls up the same screen because now it's connected to the computer network.
Oh. There's nothing special about that should give me access to additional menus.
Not that you can see just from initially connecting it.
Okay, can I make a brains check to try to, or use my intuitive thing to see if there's anything I may have missed?
Yeah, you could make a brains check, DC 16. You do get a +3 because you're skilled at computers.
Oh, okay, modifier to 3. Hey!
Hey, look at that. You get some memory. You kind of start remembering this little handheld device. Yes, it is sort of just like a personal pocket computer assistant, but you recall them actually being made illegal because they can hack almost anything given the right circumstances, because they're capable of breaking through firewalls. And you remember messing around with that somewhat in your youth, perhaps high school or college days. And you're able to just kind of muscle memory, and you type in a bunch of commands and it pulls up a menu, and it essentially gives you a couple of options with any of the programs that are on the main computer to attempt to hack into them, either long-term unobtrusive hack or to brute force it.
I'd like to be somewhat delicate with it. I don't want to make too much, network noise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one with the code, and the code is with me.
Okay. And which system?
Well, obviously, admin.
Okay. It begins flashing numbers and everything like that as it's testing solutions, and it doesn't really give you an ETA, but it seems like it's going to take at least a little bit of time to get anything. Well,
then I'm gonna just kind of set the little thinger down. That's the little thing kind of hidden out. Is there like a drawer at the desk or something?
There is not.
Is there a chair at the desk?
There is a chair at the desk.
All right, I will set it on the chair and just kind of like push the chair
Okay.
under the desk.
With your successful computers roll, I will let you know, like, these things, once they've connected hardwired, they will stay connected wirelessly as long as you stay within range.
Cool.
But they obviously are going to have the quickest and best functionality when it is hardline connected. So.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to be discreet about that. I don't know how long the curator's going to stay distracted. So, I'm going to try to just put it under the chair wirelessly, so it looks like nothing is amiss.
Okay. All right.
So as soon as the curator turns off after his little existential crisis, I'm gonna make eye contact with J2236 and just do like a kind of like what do I keep going? Am I done? Face motion.
I'm just like,
curator.
Nothing happens.
Curator, who were the previous designated maintenance workers?
No response.
I'm going to walk out into the hall. Curator! Did you break it?
I might have. I asked it what it was, and it didn't like it. I think I gave the computer an existential crisis, and I am all about that.
I'm gonna poke the bulkhead or the bulkhead door again and see if it opens.
Nope.
Since the curator's offline.
No, it's still locked.
Cool. Well, is there going to be like a notification or anything that the little PDA thing is done? Work is finished doing its
Yeah, it'll do
job?
a little notification on its own, but you don't know if you'll hear it or see it, unless it's nearby.
Well, then I'm just gonna like hang out. I imagine the couch is near the computer.
Yeah.
Hang out on the couch.
You do notice a message flashing on the computer when you enter back into the room.
Oh, okay. Oh, good gravy.
Okay. What did you do? Alarms are going off all over the facility. How do I know it's not you? Fair point.
Just waiting, because I see it says you're typing.
We asked the curator what it was. Apparently it's having trouble coping. That does not sound good. That explains the alarms.
Yup, I guess it would.
Security is increasing. It seems to have sensed my presence.
I know it's not super entertaining for viewers, but this is really fun for me because it's an interesting thing to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you want me to do? Wait. How do they know?
Uh, That's not creepy at all.
You're a computer expert.
That's why I selected you.
And what do you want me to do?
It's a fair question.
You're a computer expert. Yeah? You didn't answer my question.
You need to find the truth. Escape the facility. I'm limited. I can't tell you what I want to. Can you tell me anything else?
This is riveting.
Find cryonics.
We were...
We were just in there.
That's where we woke up from. Typing.
Typing.
Tap.
Clickety clackety. That was the maintenance reanimation chamber. Main cryonic storage requires that. Alright, fine. I'm looking down at that little personal computer-y thing again to see if it's let me have an admin.
It has access to admin.
Oh, good. I kind of look around.
You're not seeing anything.
There's no giant red face staring at us?
Not yet.
Oh god. It's gonna show up on my computer as soon as I... Oh yeah.
I will try to keep the curator busy. Please hurry. Okay.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Alright. So I'm just gonna... give it a second so they can keep the curator busy.
Okay.
And... I'm gonna... look at the admin stuff.
Yep, okay. The first thing that you notice is a personnel file.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
the second thing is it doesn't seem to have full admin controls, but there is an unlock facility option.
Well... Shall we?
Yes, absolutely. I mean... Okay, wait. Don't hit it yet.
No?
Should we look at personnel first to see if it says who we are? Because once we open the facility, I feel like bad stuff is gonna happen.
Yeah, okay, I'm kind of curious.
Okay. This is going to be very riveting for you to look at.
Really?
No.
Oh, is it another, like, file thing or another...
There you go.
Oh!
Oh! Oh, no.
Hey, I see an active one.
Active.
Oh.
These aren't in any specific order.
They are not in any specific order. I will see, when each of you sees your own name, you will recognize it.
Okay.
Anastasia Woodcock. God damn. And the last one is Error.
Zephania Melia, Lillian McConnell, Cameron Drew, and Omar Cameron. That wouldn't
Ocean Malloy.
Random generators. Be crazy, man.
Kingsley Herring.
Haroon Ireland. Haroon.
Cameron Drew. Omar Cameron. Tyrell Alford. I like it. Oh, okay, I see my name.
Indy Baxter.
Apparently that's, and it just kind of like goes off like a light bulb, like, oh, that's my name.
Oh.
Yeah. 100%. You're like, oh yeah, that's who I am. Duh.
Oh, shoot. My parents hated me. That's my name?
Oh, my parents were into alliteration.
Wait,
Alliteration is cool.
Wait, so you're Tyler Thomas?
I am Tyler Thomas.
Sounds like a Harry Potter character.
Sounds like a Marvel superhero.
That too, yeah. Did you know like Stan Lee just made alliterative names just so he could remember them easier?
Makes sense.
It makes sense. It's
And
easier
it works.
to connect with.
Yeah.
I
It really
wanted the
works.
most white bread name while I was half asleep coming up with them, so I was thinking of who's the most white bread person that I could think of, and Jonathan Taylor Thomas came into my head.
You know what's really funny? I was almost going to give the name Taylor Thomas, like right after you said Tyler Thomas, just to like Tanya Tate, shit, Florian Rossi. Jeez, that's a tough name to grow up with, I would assume. So, wow. Sound like a freaking champagne brand. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Wonder if all these people are dead. Just lost connection. Wait. I see another active one.
Yeah.
That's not us. So apparently there's only one other active person. Devontae Conroy. If that is your real name. And G Buttersnaps. Okay, let's go.
Wow, you must really be a fan. Super fan. Or a stalker. Guy Buttersnaps was on a private military base. Sorry.
Alright, so now we're doing, now we're gonna, I guess we can unlock.
Unlock
Okay,
and get ready for Red Scary Face.
So what is the tool that Chuck's holding actually look like?
So from our more knowledgeable perspective than the characters that are kind of still figuring things out, it appears to be some sort of advanced tool for like soldering and welding.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Is there a switch on it? Is there a button?
There is a button.
Oh, I would have pressed the button.
Sorry, yeah, and I guess that's my bad for being bad with descriptive stuff.
Yeah, I would have absolutely pressed the button.
Pressing
like
the button
half hour ago.
causes an like an arc to appear between the two nodes on the end of it. I did a poor job describing it because I was because it wasn't necessary at the moment. So
yeah, I'm gonna go up to the panel that I took off, or that I've let dangle, and I'm gonna push it up, hold it against it, and then try and like make the arc go and try and weld it onto the wall a little bit.
Yeah, you very sloppily kind of welded back onto the wall.
Put it back on.
See, you didn't even try.
I've been really distracted. Learning my name helped me figure out all of, like, basic looking at things skills.
Cool.
There probably is something to that, honestly. Okay. So are you unlocking the station?
I mean, I'm grabbing... So what all was in the tool closet again?
There was, like, the mopping bucket, there was bleach, there was the screwdriver that you found. That was pretty much all that was in there.
So I'm the bleach is just like a spray bottle of bleach?
No, it's like a gallon jug of bleach.
Cool. Will it fit in the toolbox?
No. It's too wide.
Fine, I put it in the bucket. Like I said,
Okay.
no, I don't dump it out, but I set it in the bucket.
I gotcha, yeah.
And then... Alright, well, just... And I'm gonna look...
I'll take the
grab
mop. If you're not gonna take the mop, I'll take the mop.
And I'm gonna grab 2 jumpsuits and shove them in the toolbox.
Okay.
Or however many will fit in the toolbox.
Yeah, you could probably squeeze 2 of them into there.
Okay. And then, now that we have everything prepared, we've got all that's available to us. Oh, and does my jumpsuit come with pockets?
Yes, because it's the future, so everything has pockets.
Oh, thank God. You know how difficult it is to live your daily life without adequate pockets?
Mm-hmm. It's got really good, nice, big, like, utility pockets on the front.
This is like the early 2000s again with cargo pants.
Like you could easily fit like 3 TI-83 calculators in a pocket. That's how big
Good.
they are. You know,
I'm putting like one of those. I'm gonna put some of those like unlabeled cans in my pocket
Okay.
because I have no idea how long we'll be gone.
Sure. Okay.
I also will take some. Yeah.
All right.
Just might as well.
It's like we're prepping up for Doomsday here, and we're gonna unlock it. Just watch nothing happens. All right. I push the button.
Okay. You push the button, and you hear a sound at the end of the hall, whereas the big, large admin door, there's a ka-tunk, and thing spins on it, and it unlocks, and it kind of swings open.
Does it smell different?
Not from at the end of the hall, because you guys weren't standing right next to it.
Cool.
I'm
gonna take a quick glance in the gym, see if there's anything worth taking out of there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we didn't explore the gym.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in the gym and treasure hunt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You find a large adjustable wrench.
Ooh, yeah, we want that.
Yep.
Seems like it was sitting somewhere. Someone was fixing one of the machines or whatever, tightening the bolts on it.
Oh, well,
at some point.
obviously that's got to come back off.
And but yeah, then there's like a treadmill and some free weights and stuff. That's pretty much all that's in there.
Okay.
Yep. Small little room, enough where people can do a little bit of exercise since you're in a confined space, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You approach the large door, and peering through it, you see the hallway continuing on into the facility, but it does not look to be in as good of condition. It's dustier, the lighting is dimmer and kind of flickers in some sections, and definitely a little bit of like that sort of, it's been around for a long time, and the metallic panels are kind of rusty a little bit around like the bolt, the any of the connecting frames and stuff, and still relatively okay, but definitely showing age and wear more than the part that you were in.
And they didn't put any maintenance tickets for this.
Yeah, I'm thinking the exact same thing. Like, this is clearly something we could have been working on this entire time.
Jeez.
It's like they wanted us to start doing other things.
It's like they didn't want us to fix the facility at all.
Yeah. I am questioning the legitimacy of this entire operation.
Yeah.
You have the little portable computer with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel it kind of like vibrate in your pocket.
Buzz, 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 buzz. Ooh. I like surreptitiously like take a look at it. Well, I guess, I mean, the cat's out of the bag now. We're
Call him Devante. Say thanks, Devante. See what he does. Haha, that's even better.
Where did you learn that name?
We know everything. We're just gonna start messing with Vagabond. We are the curator.
Well, then why aren't you in cryonics already?
What? Really? Really? That's just
He could
rude.
be a sassy. He could be a sassy bitch too.
Tell him we had to stop for the mop. Are we stopped to do this, or are we walking and typing?
Oh, I'm walking and typing, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes! Quit your whining. We have to look like we're on maintenance duty. We grabbed the mop.
I gotta... Does the little personal computer, like, have a readout
As
that
far
tells
as
me where cryonics is?
Sure, actually, yeah, it'll have a little map on it.
Cool.
Since you unlocked admin now. That's I didn't actually plan for that, but yeah. Cryonics is it's further down this hall and to the left.
Cool.
And you also see in the other direction there's a room labeled facilities admin, so the actual like admin area.
Ooh.
But it in a lot of in parts of the map it's showing data incomplete, so it's not labeling anything.
Okay. So... should we just go?
Do we go to cryonics? Or do we go to the admin, the other part of the map?
I don't know if I trust this guy. Man, get ready for anything. I don't want to get sent back to cryonics. I don't want to go back to sleep.
Right?
Alright, if I roll higher than 10 on brains, we'll go to cryonics.
I'm okay with this plan, so.
Cool, we're going to admin.
Alright.
Okay. As you're walking down the hall towards admin, you start to hear some alarms blaring in the distance.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Oh, that
Yep.
doesn't sound good.
Yeah, nope, not a fan of that. I ready my mop. Sentences you can say playing TTRPG.
Do, like-
Ready my mop.
Do any of, like, the doors, like, open on our way there?
A couple of them try to, and they're broken.
Yeah, great. Alright.
Really more signs that we could have been doing something.
Man, this is a dilapidated facility.
This is a facility that wants us wandering around because they left us to our own devices. That is a legitimate question. How did you break the facility so bad?
J2236 X9999. Return to recreation facility immediately.
No, we have work to do.
Have you seen the state of this facility?
You should be thanking us.
Yeah, there should be maintenance tickets being put in right now.
Maintenance is no longer your priority.
What is our priority?
Return to reanimation, and you will be returned to cryosleep.
Hey, the curator said that we were free to do as we pleased. That was the second instruction that we got.
Yeah, what are you?
I am the curator.
Alright, well, you said that we were free to do as we pleased. We are going to do our job.
Freedoms have been rescinded.
That doesn't...
Return to reanimation, or corrective action will be taken.
I'm hurrying my happy ass down to admin.
Yep. Moving quickly.
Okay. You start rushing toward admin. Now the alarms that you were hearing in the distance kick on around you. Lights go out.
Okay.
There are now flashing, rotating red lights from above the ceiling.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Let's go. I don't like this.
You run. You take a left. You run up a staircase, and you come to a little a door with a plate that says "admin" above it.
Oh, can I get in?
It does not open immediately upon you approaching.
Well then, little computery dootery.
Yep. You hook up the computer, and it has your two options for either subterfuge or brute force.
Cat's out of the bag. Brute force.
Yep.
Okay. It starts brute forcing, and you see it just like locking in codes, and you hear something mechanical whirring down behind you. You can't see
I'm gonna
anything
look
yet, though.
and just stand guard.
You just hear you just kind of hear like
Come on.
Must go faster. Must go faster.
Come on!
Roll a brains check to see how fast this thing is gonna go. This one's not.
No! I can't roll high on brains. I've got a 20 in it. It's not going.
Oh, we have
It's really-
not succeeded in any roll
It is.
tonight.
It is struggling significantly with the last two code digits. You hear this whirring, and then it locks in the second to last digit. You're sitting there, you're freaking out, and
Oh god.
a disc-shaped thing descends from the ceiling above you, and 2 long cylinders protrude out of it in the form of a turret, and it rotates around 360, and then a little like laser light points out of it as it starts scanning to locate you.
I get out of the way. Oh god.
And then the last digit locks into place, and the door slides open.
Oh, let's go. Boom.
It's more about tension than about
Just go in, and I start to. Does the door closes? I'm assuming.
It opens up and she jumps in. Are you just standing there, or
no? I'm
you
jumping back.
I grab the shirt collar and then yank him into the.
Yeah, you jump into the door, and it stays open, but there is the control pad next to it.
All right, I push it to try to close it.
You're gonna need to make a flight check, and either one of you can do this, but yeah, it's gonna be a flight check to push it before the turret locks on.
Mine's a 10.
I've got an 8.
All right, I'll go for it.
Okay, DC will be. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna put the turret kind of right in the middle as well. It's also gonna be a 10, so you're just gonna have to beat its roll. It's gonna be a contested roll.
Oh no!
Oh jeez. Oh no! I try I hold up the toolbox. I'm gonna use the toolbox to get the laser's attention.
Wait! I'm gonna use an adversity to at least match it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, you can use 1 adversity to match it, or you can use 2 to beat it.
I used 2. I beat it.
Okay.
Oh.
You jump out. You hit the pad, and the door slides shut, and you see the turret. You see, in the barrel, a glow, and then the door closes, and you just hear poof on the other side of the door. And the door kind of sizzles for a second.
Oh.
I start taking out my arc welder, and I start to weld little areas along the line of it. Sloppy, don't care about speed. I'm just trying to mess up the system.
Okay. Before you... are you welding the door shut?
We're not going to get back out.
This is the only door to the room, so... I'm going to let you know that before you try to weld the door shut.
Okay, never mind then. Never mind.
Okay. So now you have a moment, you kind of breathing heavily, and you turn, and it's a dark room. There's a couple of lights that are kind of sparking, and there's one light that's giving a little bit of luminance to the room. There are several banks of computers. Think NASA control kind of thing.
Okay.
And everything's kind of caked in dust, and you see chairs in front of a bunch of the computers, and there are dozens of skeletons slumped in the chairs. Nothing moving, just silence.
Are those dead bodies?
I think so.
Okay. I wonder if they got lasered.
Do they look like they've been lasered?
Roll brains to examine them.
What the frig?
What the hell?
I think you rigged this game against us.
Yeah.
Didn't at all.
Yep.
It's mostly story based. I didn't really care about the rolls all that much.
No,
They were just there to facilitate.
I'm calling shenanigans. This is bunk.
Hold on.
And
these rolls aren't going to count for anything. I just want to see how long it's going to take.
Well, no, I mean the rolls will count for things, but I'm
just going to keep hitting brains until I get something good. These next several ones won't count.
I'm more concerned about. I gotcha. I'm more concerned about the story, but you're not able to see any signs of lasers or anything that are on the bones.
See, look at this. Look at this. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
Do one more to make sure it's on a fluke.
No. It's
Eh.
nah.
What in
Look
the
at this.
name of
It's 'cause-
Will
you know what?
Wheaton
It's
did
because
you
we're so
do?
used. It's because we're so used to rolling nat 20s in the main campaign. That's why.
It's because I don't have the shirt on.
We have shirts though.
We have like not the shirt though.
We have athletics shirts, and we're not making athletics checks.
Somebody
Yeah.
find out what Panda is wearing right now.
Call up Panda. What
So,
are you wearing?
What you wearing?
I can't do it.
Baggies.
I can't do it because I have the Discord. Somebody has to message him now.
So Panda.
I don't have his number. I can only message him in Discord.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm doing it on my phone. Stream.
Yeah. All right. So that's what you can see.
Okay.
There's one big, large view screen, like on the opposite wall, that all the computer stations kind of face.
All right. Are they in like chairs with wheels on them at least?
Yeah. They're like typical kind of wheelie
Yeah.
chairs.
X, can I see your mop for a second?
Yeah?
Good. I'm gonna use the mop to like scoot the body chairs out of the way of the consoles.
Oh, that's a good idea. What happens
All right.
if we push one? I'm just gonna take one. I'm gonna push
So-
it.
You're gonna roll a. You're gonna roll.
I'm gonna roll a
brawn.
body chair.
One of you needs to roll brawn
I'm the one
to
pushing
push
it. So.
one of them in the chair, and yeah, it's DC 6.
Oh, I can't even
Three.
achieve that with my brawn. I'm very weak.
So you try to push it out of the way, and the rusty wheels don't really move,
Oh.
and the whole thing topples over,
Ah!
and the skeleton just kind of like shatters, and its skull rolls right to your feet.
Oh no.
I like
Oh.
But
out of a reflex.
it's technically not in front of the computer anymore.
Just out of the little like reflex, I kick it out of the way.
Make a fight check. It's just I want to see how good you kick it. Either fight or brawn, your choice.
Oh well, I've got a D6 in fight, so.
All right. Yeah, it just skitters across the floor. If you would have like exploded and gotten above a 10, it was gonna fly off and it was gonna hit another skeleton and like they were gonna like domino.
Alright. Does this console appear to be functional?
It's covered in dust and it looks a little bit more rustic than the ones that you've dealt with before, as if this was like, super, built to last, built to be more manual and stuff, similar to what our actual space stuff is. It still uses a lot of more old-fashioned systems because you want mechanical, you don't want touchscreens.
Yeah, it's all like electromechanical and not like
so it's all
software-based.
it's all electromechanical and stuff like that. So there's a power button, and you hit that, and the screen kind of like warms up, and then it's sitting there waiting for a password. A few other lights across different consoles kind of flare up when you turn one of them on.
I'm gonna type in the password that Curate gave me in the beginning.
Incorrect password.
I'm gonna go to one of the other panels and just start checking it out.
Okay. Just like turning it on?
One of the ones that lit up when the power button was hit, just to investigate, kinda, what all is lit up.
Yeah, just multiple screens start to light up. Anytime you interact with any of them, more stuff kind of powers on in the room.
Okay.
You're kind of just waking the room up, essentially.
Might as well use the machine to,
I'm typing to Vagabond.
Ah. I'm going to make you type and talk at the same time, and I'm going to use a treasure hunter adversity.
Okay. So we're kind of using it not in the way it's necessarily supposed to be.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Because it's designed to find items, but honestly, I'm just gonna let you use it in a similar way to what intuitive is. Except yours is more for finding stuff physically, whereas intuitive is like me giving you information that your character knows.
Well,
kind
then
of thing, right?
I say,
I think that's
what things? Some laser doodad and something that sounded like a robot. And I'm also going to use intuitive. About the room that we're
for
in.
the same question, or okay, for the room. All right. So both of you are kind of searching around the room, trying to avoid the skeletons and stuff, and almost at the same time, since you're both using your ability, you come across one of the skeletons at the station near the front of the room is like hunched over, and there is a little like touchpad under its hand and a stylus laying next to it. And when you power on the stylus, it has written on it a password.
Oh.
I'm not going to come up with one because I don't need to.
I put in that password. 8675309.
That's where Jenny lives. Yep. So then it gives you access into the computer.
Cool.
And it essentially just has a bunch of different tabs. A lot of the ones you've already seen. As well as it has one for facilities map. There's another one that says specifically says unlock cryonics. So had you gone to cryonics first, it would have still been locked because it requires more advanced admin approval.
Oh, good. Well, at least unlock cryonics.
And there's another setting that it says like AI interface.
Oh goodness. I think I cursed myself with this because I said I wanted to be Unga Bunga earlier, and clearly, with all these rolls. So first of all, unlock cryonics. Show whoop.
Okay, yep.
And this is AI interface?
Yes.
Sounds dangerous.
Click it.
Okay.
See what it does. Maybe we can turn off the curator.
Maybe we could turn off the scary lasers. Alright, fine. What's the worst that could happen? We die. We go back to sleep.
So you're selecting that one?
Is there anything else that looks like it would be useful?
There's a notification saying defense alarms triggered.
Oh, can I look at that and see if I can turn off the alarms?
Yeah, so you select that one, and it has it has essentially an option of to designate if it's a real emergency or not.
This is not a real emergency.
Okay.
This is a test. This is only a test.
So you put that in there, and then it says admin credentials overwritten, security alarm remaining in access. Or in effect, I mean.
Gosh darn it, curator. All right, fine. AI interface it is.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a big. There's a bunch of stuff that's like schematics for the AI's cognitive processors and whatnot, and how they function. It also does give you where the location of that is. But then there is a few options to there's a reboot and a shutdown option.
Oh. A reboot or a shutdown. X, what do you think?
I'm worried that if we shut down, we won't be able to get access to any of the facility.
Oh, I keep forgetting to give myself adversity points for all my fails.
Yeah, at this point, you should have like 7. I
should have gotten a couple more.
So I've been using.
She's used a couple as well.
I have 1 left.
All right, I think I'm at 5 actually. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, whatever. Do I have to keep using them for intuitive?
Yes, every time you use intuitive, it costs an adversity token.
Okay, well, I will spend one of those.
Okay.
To see if I can intuit what's better.
Oh, that's good.
Restart or shutdown. Because I'm afraid, like, if I shut it down, maybe it controls, like, I don't know, life support, and I don't want to not be able to get that back.
Doors, life support,
Yeah.
general state of well-being.
But at the same time, if we restart it, I don't want it to come back angry.
Yeah, but maybe it comes back forgetting about us. Like just, oh, yeah, I exist.
I'm guessing that's not something that you would answer then, or be able to.
It depends. If you're using the stuff to ask a question, you don't have to do it to Vagabond. You can ask me directly. But because you can ask Vagabond within the realm of the world, and Intuitive lets you ask me directly as the DM outside.
Yeah, well, I was gonna ask him something else in case this doesn't work. So I've just got this ready to fire off.
Gotcha. So what are you asking?
I'm asking. I was just trying to intuit if it's better to shut it completely down or restart. Like if there's any bad side effects for shutting it down.
What I can tell you is, honestly, without spoiling potential surprise and mystery of the thing, I can't really tell you which one does what exactly. Both of them are viable options and will do things differently. Rebooting will not make the curator. I will tell you this: it will not make the curator change. It will not like reset its personality.
All right, let's shut her down.
But it will force it to. It will still force a reboot. That's all. That's all I can tell you about that one. Shutting down ostensibly shuts down a lot of things.
Probably the facility. All right.
But you don't know.
Yeah. I almost. All right, hang on. So here's what I think we should do. Let's get our Vagabond friend to see if Vagabond can get Curator's attention. And if not, then we'll restart it.
Yeah. Because there's a death robot on the other side of this door.
Mm-hmm. We gotta have that thing go away. And also, this place is filthy. I'm taking like out one of the spare Why would I give them greater... No!
No.
No!
No. No, we're not doing that. First of all, how would you do that? Second of all, no.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. Yeah, I don't know how.
Yeah, just...
Well then. Well then, hold on to your butt. We're gonna restart it, I think.
I think so.
And while it's restarting, we're gonna get ourselves on down to cryonics.
Just ignore him. Let's go.
You'll see. Alright,
Hit the
we're
button.
rebooting.
Okay, you're gonna hit reboot.
Hit reboot.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
I wanna open... I feel like we should open the door and hit reboot, like, right as the door opens, because we might not be able to open it while it's rebooting.
Fair enough. Okay. If nothing else, that thing hasn't opened the door yet, so
That's
maybe...
true, I don't think it can.
Maybe we get it inside, here, and then shut the door behind us.
Wait, so you said, you said the turret came out of the ceiling, right?
yes.
And so the
okay.
mechanical whirring was something else.
You don't know.
Oh,
Oh.
I mean,
Okay.
the turret did make mechanical noises when it descended from the ceiling.
okay.
I
Well-
thought there was a disc thing, like, floating in front of us.
No. That's how the way I was trying to describe the shape of the turret. It's like a cylindrical disc thing that comes out of the ceiling, and then deploys into the turret.
Gotcha.
Think like Tau drones from,
Oh, okay. Well,
except for attached to the ceiling.
yeah. Yeah, we're gonna hit the button and I'm gonna reboot.
Okay. So you're opening the door and rebooting at the same time is what you're doing?
Yeah, we're gonna open the door just like right before, like as the door becomes like openable, like, you know, where we could, if it stops moving, we could like get our hands in it and try to push it open. And then I'm hitting reboot.
I'm gonna have my
Okay.
mop, and if I have to, I'm gonna smack the turret.
Yeah, bap it. Give it
Bap
what
that
for.
turret.
All right. So you get set up, you get prepped, you push the switch for the door, and you press reboot at the same time. A bunch of lights flicker, a bunch of the screens flicker and everything when you select the reboot option. And you just hear from like the vocal modulator things within the facility, you just hear this scream. And as the door opens up and you see the turret kind of go and
Okay,
power
let's go.
down.
I'm gonna smack it.
All right,
Yeah.
you smack it with the mop as
I'm
you
gonna
run
bap
by.
it with the toolbox as I run by too.
Okay, both of you roll a brawn check.
Not
DC 12.
Oh yeah, I have to.
Oh yeah, with my 4.
Yeah, with my
I'll
6.
I'll fail so I can get an adversity token.
Okay.
I got a 4 and a
It kind of
purple
just like
box again.
it just jostles a little bit with each. If you had hit the DC, you would have broken it.
Well, I can't because.
Right. Well, you can if you explode.
Well,
I would have had to explode
Because if you
twice.
explode, you can keep exploding. But yeah. Okay. So you rush down the hall, and you see now, as you're hurrying down, you see multiple of these turrets kind of just dangling from their spots. So you can assume that that's what you were hearing was the turrets all activating.
I'm gonna bap each of them as I run by. Just like I'm not gonna stop, but I'm just gonna go.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for each one of them because you're not. There's not a lot of
doing
intention behind it. You're just doing it more as like slapping the top
Just-
of the door as you run
Yeah,
past kind
just-
of thing.
Just kind of like
So,
take that.
You rush through, and as you're running, some of the screens start to flicker on, and you see the face of the curator, and it's kind of like flickering, and it keeps. It's not really speaking clearly. It's kind of like speaking in like code, like you see like binary scrolling over everything, and it's like saying occasional words here and there.
Does it say hello world?
No. But as you keep running, it's becoming more and more coherent, as it's like saying things like reconfiguring and stuff like that.
Oh god. We gotta get there.
You get to a door labeled cryonics. You did pass a couple other doors on the way, one of which was labeled power subsystems and another one was labeled life support.
Alright, mental note.
Yeah. And you get to the cryonics, and you smack the button and the door slides open, and you step inside and the door slides shut behind you.
Oh.
And it is it's very dark at first, comparatively, and you kind of hear the other systems powering back on up out in the hallway, and once that power is restored, a couple of lights turn on inside of here, and this is an enormous room, like think a couple of football stadiums stacked on top of each other.
Whoa.
And lining all of the walls are just these cryonic pods.
So these are the hectares it was talking about.
Yeah.
And you can see them just stretching off in front of you, rows and rows of them, and then stacked to the ceiling. And then hanging from the ceiling are these big, like, robotic arm things that seem to be able to, like, grab them and move them around and stuff. And you can also see a track system, kind of almost Monsters, Inc. style, that disappears into the wall that you can assume takes them to other parts of the facility, such as where you woke up.
Oh, cool. I type, we're in cryonics. What now?
Oh. Okay. Yep, it's a computer. That's not good.
Oh.
Hey, that last one was an actual word. I mean, yeah.
Oh. Baby curator. Ernie.
Make baby curator noises. Agoo.
I really want to give...
Oh, dang it, he laughed after I turned it off. Here, I'm going to turn it back on and see if we can get him to laugh. I don't know what that sounds like with the modulation, but...
Honestly, not much different.
Okay, yeah, I would probably didn't get changed as much.
Can we just keep spamming the restart button?
Well, I think, or was the restart button? Is that on the handheld thing, or was that all the way back in admin?
That was in admin.
That was in admin. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, ask him if he knows anything that makes a creepy, like, screeching noise. And also, why was he typing in gibberish? Because I don't trust that. Thank you.
How do I know you're not an AI? What do you think it would feel like to reboot your systems? Well, you guys did when we woke up.
Oh, wow, that.
Oh, I don't know this, do I? Well,
I don't like this.
I'm giving him a logical paradox to ponder.
Dang it. Learn how to spell.
Do we know if we've read science fiction at this point?
Probably.
Okay.
Alright. Really? They can? Well, that's just... Someone reads too much science fiction. Most AIs can handle paradox just as well as humans can. Oh, by the way, I didn't read it out loud. I said, please consider the following. The following sentence is true. The previous sentence is false. Well, that settles it.
That it does?
Yep. And you can't convince me otherwise.
I mean, hey, all right.
Might be. I am right. Oh, good.
Okay. At least we're getting a little bit of honesty now.
Pod 7743. Is there like a little map that tells me where it is?
I was gonna say, I'm gonna go and try and find a terminal that I can type that into.
Yeah, okay, yeah. All the pods are labeled, and then, yeah, you can type one in, and,
will it bring it to us?
No. There is a retrieval function, but it says that it's already in the retrieval area.
Oh. And where are we in the retrieval area?
No, you're right at the entrance.
Okay, well, to retrieval.
To retrieval area.
So you start walking along all of the runs of pods and stuff. They're all frosted over. And you see each one is labeled with a number and a name. And some of the names you recognize from the personnel list that you had seen. And also all of the pods have a red light shining on them that you're passing.
Does that mean they're dead?
You don't know.
Is there like any kind of display
Can I, like,
that
yeah,
has vitals? That's what I'm looking for.
You can go examine the pods.
Sure, let's take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Can we, like...
Each one has a little small interface, and you turn it on, and like a little screen thing glows, but it's frosted over, so you can't see what it says.
Can we wipe away the frost?
Yes. So you wipe away the frost of the pod that you're looking at, and not only do you see a little pop-up thing showing flatlined vitals, but you're able, by wiping away the frost, to see inside of the pod, and there is a mummified human inside of the pod.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Huh. Well, sucks to suck, I guess.
I think we were woken up because we're the only ones awake. We're the only ones alive.
Ooh. How long did we walk? How far back is the terminal?
Not terribly far if you want to turn around and look at it.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to see if there's anything that says, like, overall statistics of viable individuals.
So you're able to pull one up, and it says no vitals detected.
Oh. Wait, are we AIs that were put into people bodies?
How would we check that?
I don't know. I pinched myself again. Does it hurt?
I mean, it feels like a pinch.
No, we're not dreaming. I pinch X, like, on the neck.
You get pinched on the neck.
Does it hurt?
It feels like a pinch. Debatable whether pinches hurt or not.
I mean, on the neck, I feel like pinches hurt.
It's probably definitely more sensitive.
Do I feel it more than I would if I was just a robot?
I have no idea because I don't know what it feels like to a robot.
Well, you have me
But
there.
You
so-
feel it,
Ow!
and it feels like a pinch.
Huh. Are you dreaming?
Do robots dream?
No, but
Of electric
androids dream
sheep.
of electric sheep.
Thanks, everybody.
So yeah, I guess
I
we
set it
will...
up, Bandy. I spiked it.
I guess we'll make our way to 7743.
Okay. You make your way to the retrieval area, and you see 3 pods in retrieval.
Hey, what do the numbers on these say?
One of them is 7743. Another one is 5286. And another one is 1141.
Cool.
And in those other 2, labeled on it, are your names.
Huh.
7743 is broken open.
From the
and-
inside?
No, it's like shattered.
Oh.
And the human body inside of it is hanging partway out of it.
No.
Oh, come on. What we gotta keep doing with the dead bodies? Oh.
But there it has a sort of thing on its head with wires connecting to it, running into it that are connecting it into a computer bank. And this body isn't mummified the way the other ones were. It's not fresh, but it looks like it underwent normal decay, not like preserved mummification decay.
Does it still smell?
No, it's
Okay.
mostly skeletal. There's not really like flesh or anything left on it.
Oh.
What are you asking him?
I'm saying we're here.
Yep, that.
I'm sure you've seen better days, Devante.
Not shaking his hand. Just.
Yeah. No, not
Nope.
doing it.
Nope.
No.
Poke it with the mop.
It just kind of.
Ah, yuck.
Hmm.
I regret that instantly.
I say yuck. Well, apparently.
Wrong.
Apparently, you were wrong. mm, Oh, typing. So how do we find the truth if someone actually in the system couldn't?
That's a good question.
No. I don't like that.
Yeah, no.
Oh. Lovely. Thanks for that. That's so helpful.
I'm kind of over the AI that could help us, but is being all
won't.
mysterious.
Alright, fine. I take a closer look at the other pod.
Okay.
I take a look at my pod. Wasn't
Alright.
my pod in the wake-up room?
I don't know. Was it?
God, you. Fine. I look at the pod with my name on it.
You wipe the frost away, and inside there is a mummified human body.
Oh.
No.
Great, we're
And
dead.
your memories start to flash. Your brain is struggling with what it's realizing.
We're dead.
And you look down at your hands, and they kind of just like flash in and out of existence as hands of flesh, hands of metal, hands of flesh, hands of metal. And then you finally realize and you see yourself as a metal construct.
So I haven't felt hungry this whole time.
You have not felt hungry this whole time. So while they're doing this existential thing, your character is standing there, kind of wondering what's going on.
Wait, so they can't see his character can't see like the flash of metal and
No, that's in your mind.
Oh.
Jay?
The seal hasn't been broken for him yet.
Hey, Axe.
Yeah,
Axe.
Jay, what are you...
Look. Or should I say, Tyler? Look at your pod. Just do it. Just do it.
All right, I'm gonna look down.
Just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah. What?
You look into the pod that has your name on it, and you see a mummified human body. And you start to realize what that means, and you go through the same kind of thing. And now you look up at each other, and you see each other as robots.
I pinch him again.
You feel stimulus that you were pinched, but now it does feel a little bit different because now you understand that it's just data showing that you were touched.
So, are you telling me that we can't die? Oh, well, I don't need to breathe. I don't need life support. Cool.
Am I okay with this?
I don't know.
This is awesome.
Your brain was tricking you by hiding the unfamiliar with the familiar. Until it couldn't do that anymore. Until you forced it to see the truth.
I don't want to live forever, but I don't want to be that.
Out there.
So
there's a laser turret out there that could help you with that.
Could it?
We could find out. Well, maybe.
I don't want to test my mortality. That seems like a fool's errand. You know, I knew something was off this entire time. Like, I saw the bleach and I was like, you know, maybe I should just drink it to see what happens with the whole reanimation thing. Maybe we would just come back. Maybe it would do nothing. Should have done that from the start.
So many different ways for you to find out.
Gosh. Well.
Like, had you done anything that would have injured yourself, your blood would not have been red. You know, things like that.
Alright, so what now? We're robot people, androids? I mean... Are we data? Are we people?
So I'm a robot. What now? Your body is the robot. You are still you. Are we more than our minds? Hang on. Alright.
There you go. A good time to get a good brains roll.
See, the psychologist in me has a very clear answer to this.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What's the clear answer?
The clear answer is that the synaptic nerves that make up us can easily be severed and altered instantaneously. And then the us that is in our body does not exist anymore. You saw that with Phineas Gage, like...
I'm saying the construct body is as much me as the... I'm just trying to sound all fancy and philosophical.
The mind doesn't technically exist in a physical sense. Now, in a metaphysical sense, I won't speak on because it's not my area. But all it takes is a railroad spike to the head, and everything that makes up you is wiped away.
Whoa. Yeah, because that guy got one straight through his head.
Phineas Gage.
Yep. Phineas Gage.
Took a railroad spike to the head, completely changed his personality to the point that people that had known him for years could not recognize him.
But could you not also posit that the reason that is because the parts of his brain that were destroyed contained some of that data that made him him? So therefore, that electrical energy, those synaptic connections that create memories, could that not be copied? And therefore, that is what is you. Yes, parts of it can be destroyed, and that will change who you are, but that's still what makes you you, is the memories formed by those synapses.
Yes, if they can be maintained.
Yeah.
Then.
So
yes.
the physical body technically is not required so long as you have an artificial way to maintain a copy of those synaptic connections.
So we're not. Wait. Oh, okay. So you're not. We're not us. Our robot.
The
robot version of me. The robot version of me is a copy of dead me.
Yeah. It's like the transporter discussion we had the other day with teleportation and stuff.
Actually,
X9999 does not think any of this.
So,
X9999 is sitting, stomping around, trying to work out how strong he is compared to how strong he thought he was in an attempt to be a kaiju.
This is gonna sound slightly dark, but you guys have seen Futurama, right?
Mm-hmm.
Several episodes.
Okay. Like the suicide booths that they have?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like a transporter would make an excellent one of those. Because technically, your loved ones still get to hang out with you, but you don't have to do it anymore.
Yes, but then the new you that is created still has all of those feelings of angst and whatnot.
Well,
so
yeah, but that's the new
you're
you's
essentially
problem.
creating someone else that is going to feel as if it didn't go away.
Well, yeah, but that's their problem.
Yeah, that's true.
What they do from there is up to them.
But that them is also still you because it's a copy of your consciousness. So.
Uh-huh. But you're still not around to care.
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, there's definitely some philosophy that could go into that.
This is getting into the metaphysical, and my brain is not equipped for that tonight.
Alright. Anyway, I'm going to... Yeah, so...
Oh, cognitive...
Well, now that I know that...
does not prepare you for this.
So, I'm just going to be like... So...
Now what? I mean, that's the thing.
So... Do we still need to escape then? Oh. But this facility needs to be shut down. Alright, can we take one of those pods? Are they super big and heavy?
Yes, they're enormous.
Oh. Is there anything in here that we can use as like a mobile shield type thing to keep from getting shot a billion times?
Not that you're seeing would be easy to work with.
Well, I have a screwdriver.
You could maybe take you could probably take like a piece of like steel plating off of something.
Alright. Cool. Screwdriver.
It'd be difficult to hold though.
Well, there's two of us.
True.
And we're robots now.
Knowing I'm a robot makes all the difference.
Yeah!
Hey, we don't have muscles to strain.
Yeah!
Nope. You
100% power.
You just have limitations of the construct.
But we don't know what those limitations are yet.
True.
Hence me stomping around to see if I can crack the floor with my
does not crack.
robot strength.
Your strength has not changed.
We can't take the lid off of one of those pods.
I mean, there's not like a trash can lid.
Oh, I thought it was like a front door.
Well, it's like a big old like kind of thing.
Yeah, I want to take
open.
that.
Yeah,
take that
I
off.
mean, that whole piece is very large and very heavy.
Oh.
Should we just run like hell back to command?
Yeah, I mean, what were the 2 rooms on the way in?
It was power and life support.
Well, okay, so we don't need life support, so we don't need to worry about that. So what is power?
Apparently it shuts the whole facility down.
So let's just
Bye
do
bye,
that.
Devontae. Or we could shut down at least the AI. Wait, if we shut down the AI, there goes Devontae.
Eh?
The AI core, is a separate thing.
So if we shut it down, you'll be gone. Probably been in there for so long.
So if we shut it down, you'll be gone. Exists within the facilities network, but I borrow processing power from the curator's systems. Like
Parts of me may remain, but if I shut down the whole shebang, no power for you.
See? Cool with it. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Not gonna try and find out any more information.
What, from Vagabond?
I'm just saying, there's you can always ask as much as you want. So. Because you have an objective, but that's all you have right now. Oh my gosh, the screen door is open.
Can you take the heat off us while we get there? Is there a panel in here I can use my little handheld computer device to hack into any of the security systems?
Look
you
on
can
the
try.
map for security systems.
Sure, I'm gonna try.
Okay. Do a brains check +3 because you're doing computer stuff. DC is going to be high. It's going to be 16 to be able to access security or anything from a system not made for it.
35.
Whoa. Okay, you freaking yeah. Now that it's like all of a sudden, like, knowing what you are, knowing a tiny bit more about what's going on, everything kind of just clicked for you, and you were like, okay, I'll just backdoor into the system, and you like hook into the network, and it just like unfolds for you, and you're able to access the security subroutines. You do notice that as you're trying to shut down systems, something else within the network is trying to turn them back on.
I like give it a slap on the hand via code.
So you're fighting back and forth with the curator. So you can definitely tell you can shut stuff down while you're connected, but it's unlikely you'll be able to keep it shut down permanently.
Well, then can I send X to go do it while I've got everything like shut down? Like while I'm fighting with curator.
You can stay X here and fight over the systems, and then X could go somewhere else.
Can X just go shut power down?
Yeah, if that's what you want me to do, I'm on my way.
So yeah, I'm gonna just keep... It's gonna be like that one episode of Star Trek where Data was playing that weird, hand tile game thing, and he's just sitting there, just chill, just like, yep, I could do this all day.
Yep.
The only way to win was to force a stalemate.
Yep.
Just watched that clip like a couple weeks ago. That was a good episode.
What was the guy's name? Kolrami or something like that?
Oh, man.
Okay.
I don't know, but he was an arrogant jerk.
So, how are you going to do it?
Me? Or
what are you guys going to do? Yeah, tell me what you're doing.
So I guess Chuck's going down the hallway to the power center. Well, okay. I'm keeping the heat off them.
Okay. All right. So we'll do a couple of checks here. So that first computer check, that's going to give you a little bit of control, and you are fighting over the systems right outside of the cryonics. So you have them temporarily shut down. So X is able to head out if he wants to.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna head, and I'm heading to power, right?
Yeah.
And initiate shutdown. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go on a dead, like, just straight full sprint.
Okay.
No muscles.
So, you exit the room. The turret, like that's right there nearby, is like just spinning erratically as the control is being fought over, and you start taking off down the hall towards where you'd passed the power door. As you do, a screen pops on with the curator, and it just
do not attempt to resist.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep dead sprinting and yell out, I know I'm a robot, you really don't frighten me now.
Alright, make a flight check.
Come on, explode!
No, that's a 3.
Okay. You are trying to move fast, but you're stumbling around a little bit. So you're definitely not at max speed. And Jay, Curiosity, make a brains check +3 to keep fighting over the systems.
Oh god.
Wow!
And I'm going to have it now make a contested one. You essentially got the first one for free because your score was so good.
You exploded off of an 18?
No, I just have +3.
Oh, okay, yeah.
+3 for computers because skilled at computers.
Yep.
It also got a 21. So we'll go with our standard thing of ties go to players. And as you're like kind of moving down the hallway, you keep seeing these turrets one of them, like, occasionally it starts to lock on you, on you, and like the laser's guiding at you, and you're like, oh no, and then all of a sudden it just like rotates away in the other direction. And, like,
I like shout down the hall, hurry up, I don't think I have this forever.
Yep. And then the curator pops up now on another screen.
You don't know what you're doing.
That's because you haven't given us any information.
And as you keep running, another one like pops up next to you.
If you shut down the facility, you shut down yourself.
You're already dead.
Myself is a mummy. This is useless.
And, okay, make another flight check, please.
Yay! I got another fail.
Oh, no.
All
right. All right, another brains check. Contested.
I can't roll above half.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
Oh, no.
I don't even have enough adversity points to,
Nope. You're like trying to hack over the system, and all of a sudden the curator just like goes full force, floods your data pad with just like random code bits, and the whole thing just like starts to overheat.
Pop-up
yeah, just pop-ups essentially. Like,
no.
it's just random computer noise, and you kind of lose access to the system for a second, and one of the turrets locks on to X and is tracking you, and you're approaching the door to power. This is going to be a flight check.
Can I hit it with my mop?
Okay, so you can do a brawn check to hit it with your mop. That will be DC 12.
I can't do a fight?
I will allow a fight instead of brawn. Still DC 12.
At least I have a chance.
You can do a flight DC 14 to make it through the door into power before it can fire.
God, I have a much better chance of fighting.
And Panda says it must be on our end. Because it's not his shirt that's the problem.
Oh no! Oh no!
So as you run past, you reach up to swing with the mop, and the mop gets caught on the turret, and its rotation just rips it out of your hands.
No, my mom! I've had you from the beginning.
It does give you a half a second longer, because you do shake it enough that it has to reacquire the target. You can make a flight check. You can make a flight check now. DC is going to go up though. It's going to be DC 16 now.
So I mean,
unless you explode.
Yeah.
19.
Hey!
That is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. That is great.
Oh
wow.
My gosh. Oh my gosh.
Here's me struggling with like, how am I going to get him out of this when he fails, and then you freaking exploded.
Well, he would have exploded.
Yeah.
Your mop got caught in it, and that gave you just that extra second you needed while it reacquired you to just sprint full bore and like slap the pad and dive through the door, and you just see this energy pulse, like it zooms behind you, and you feel an electrical tingle on your feet as it just barely misses your feet.
Whoa.
And you skid into the room, and it basically EMP'd your feet. Your feet are like pins and needles, like dead. Like it's hard for you to walk now for a moment because of that energy that sped past you. And you even though you don't have lungs, you find yourself panting hard from the exertion. And you see ahead of you, you see the control panels for the facility's reactor. And Jay, what are you doing now?
Trying to get back into it.
Okay, make another computer check. Yeah, brains check. Okay, we're gonna do the curator here.
I
All right.
spend an adversity token.
Okay. So you managed to get back into the system, but you don't know if he made it or not because you were out of it long enough, and you do see that that one of the turrets fired. You see it showing that it was discharged.
Oh, I'm just gonna have to sit here and wait. I'm not walking down the hallway and trying to fight the curator.
Okay. X.
Yeah.
Tyler, you are in this room now.
Just going by X now.
X. Okay, that's fine.
Tyler is dead.
That's technically true.
Alright, what's around me? What am I looking at?
It's a small control room. There is a bank of computers, and then a large window. And when you get up to the window, and there's a blue light shining through the window.
We're in orbit.
Well, you look over the window and you see a reactor. It's Cherenkov radiation.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool too.
Yeah. So you're overlooking a reactor, and you have the access to the computer there. And there's you can try and hack into the computer, but then there is also just like a manual off switch, essentially, like a manual override, emergency stop kind of thing.
Oh, I'm just gonna hit that.
Okay.
See what it does.
You hit the button, or the switch, or whatever the case is, and you just hear and everything in the facility goes dark, and everything is just silent for a minute. For both of you. And then backup power emergency lights turn on, guiding towards the exit. The little green lights just kind of like along the floor from all of the different rooms.
Jay got it. Oh, I look at I step out into the hallway. What do the turrets look like?
Some of them deactivated back up into their cradles, and other ones are just like hanging there limply.
Just for good measure, I'm gonna take the 2 drinks that I had got from the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Or the 2 cans.
Yep.
Open them up and pour them on the control console.
Okay. Yeah, it just pours out some sort of liquid. It's hard for you to see because it's so dark.
Sabotage.
I'm gonna jog down the hallway towards X.
Okay. X walks slowly out of the room, still kind of pins and needles feeling his feet. Even though he's a robot. It's your brain making sense of the fact that something's, got mildly affected by the electrical discharge.
Hey, you're functioning!
Yeah!
I'd say alive, but,
Yeah, well. So, yeah, one of the turrets got really close, and it knocked my mop away. Do you see it? I want that back.
I look for it.
Lucky mop.
It's you can roll brains, I guess. It's hard to see in the darkness.
16.
10, which is not bad on a D8.
You each find half a mop.
No!
Hold on. I got this. and I use the screwdriver to whittle holes in the mop, and I take a string from the mop, and I connect the two halves of the mop, and now you got mop chucks.
This is the best gift I've ever had.
All right. Yep. They're not very effective, but you have them. Okay. Yeah. So now you can choose to. You can try to explore more. You can follow the lights.
See what's
what does your
outside.
tablet say? Is
Is the tablet still functioning?
The tablet is on, but it has no connection because the network is down.
Oh, beep, 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 beep. Oh, well, it's not telling me anything, and I don't want to turn the facility back on.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I'll see if we can open any of the doors.
Yeah,
But
might be a problem. Let's follow the green lights and see where
Okay.
they lead to it.
Well, I mean, if there's lights on, maybe the doors will open. Who knows?
Yeah.
They lead you further down one of the hallways that you hadn't gone to yet because it was past what you were trying to get to. And eventually you come to another one of the large, more secure doors. And the little pad next to it is powered on, creating a little bit of a light glow in the area around it. And there is a little warning flashing on it that just says, "Warning, decompression detected."
It's like we need to breathe anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's handy.
I know, right?
Let's go.
Sure. And we get blasted out into space.
Okay. You open the door, and you're making the assumption that you're in space. You're expecting explosive decompression and all of the air to rush past you and out.
It's water coming in.
And the door opens, and nothing happens.
Huh.
And then you start to realize maybe there was never air in the facility to begin with.
Well,
And the door opens, and you find yourself standing on the edge of a large section of some sort of structure that has been sheared off. And you were looking out into space, and in front of you you see bits of pieces of the space station that you were in just floating around. And then beyond that, you see a planet that is shattered in pieces.
oh, that's not good.
Oh. Dang. So does that mean there was an asteroid coming to hit the Earth and we were in some kind of arc?
Potentially, or... I mean, that would make sense. Didn't get very far, it seems, then.
I wonder if it was only rich people who got to go on the ark. That means I was rich.
Do I feel like I was rich? I feel like I was rich.
I don't know.
Neither of you feel like you were excessively rich in life.
Oh. Oh. Well, I guess you can't take it with you.
Yeah.
Well,
Look for an escape pod or something. Maybe there was still one that... No, they would have... Could be one around.
and go where? Down to the shattered planet?
I mean... In space, as long as we go in one direction, eventually... We run out of fuel, we still go in that one direction. Might be something to look at.
Sure.
Shut the door and just live here? I don't know.
Nah. Your guess is good. I don't know at this point.
I'm not telling you what to do.
We're gonna go exploring.
Okay.
I want to go exploring see what doors I can open. And
Oh
what they
yeah,
lead to.
let's just open everything. Let's see what we can find.
All right.
If we find laser guns, I'm gonna be super happy.
Well, I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
be
do
mad
some-
because we could have used those.
We're going to do some quick narration here. So you go back in, you open as many doors as you can find, and throughout all of it, you're just finding, the abandoned remains of a facility. Most of the rooms are just rooms designed to maintain the facilities. There's like power substations to help, make sure that the whole thing doesn't go down if there's a catastrophic failure or something like that. More maintenance closets, a few facilities for crew that would be able to help maintain things. You come across several other cryonic storage rooms. You find the AI core, and there is a one little screen flickering in the AI core.
Hey, buddy.
And there is just a message flashing on it that says, incoming message.
Is there an interface that I can type on?
Yes.
Hey, buddy.
Nothing seems to happen, but there is an interface that will allow you to select the message.
Sure, I'm gonna select the message.
Okay. The message pops up, and it reads, "Attention, Delta Station. This is the commander of colony ship HSS Endeavor, requesting permission to dock." And that's where it's going to end.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah, well, when we opened the door to the outside, it felt like the story was over, so I didn't know what to do.
That was the end of it. There was a couple different ways. You could either find a message, or if you chose to throw yourself into space. Because of the existentialism of it all, you would see the ship coming in to dock with the station.
Oh, the ship is coming to the
The ship is coming to the station.
Oh, okay.
Oh crap, we got a lot of cleaning to do. We're
Oh,
gonna make it
Oh man, you're not. All right. We
So
raid
that's-
the maintenance closets and
Yeah, it doesn't really work that well, but you try. So I don't know what you guys thought.
that was
Though
cool.
I was trying to make it somewhat of a mystery. The
I like
lore
it.
of it is you kind of figured it out. There was some sort of catastrophe coming towards Earth, whether it was a giant asteroid or solar flares or whatever the case was. I didn't specify. And they tried to put everyone into cryonics. But then the planet was destroyed. Everyone on the planet, even in the cryo storage facilities, died. And only the one facility in orbit managed to survive, but it was damaged to the point that it couldn't sustain the life of anybody. And the backup systems uploaded your guys' minds to the network in an attempt, but you were the only two that got uploaded before it expired.
Oh.
And then Devante was able to essentially hack the system and get himself uploaded before he died, and then he found your guys' consciousnesses in the system and uploaded you because he couldn't take control of the system and shut it all down.
Okay.
The general idea is that the curator had gone insane and it would have destroyed any humans that approached, if they are humans.
Yeah. So people on the ship would have not
Potentially,
been.
they would have potentially died as well. Yep.
Oh no. Poor
So-
people.
We did good.
So humanity might have survived.
Yeah, they probably would have been better off if they would have tried to launch the whole station towards like a Lagrange point away from the Earth. That way it didn't get, blasted.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know what may or may not have happened. They maybe didn't have time.
Oh boy.
Because you got to think they're trying to get as many people into cryo as possible.
True.
So. Or maybe something else happened, or maybe something accelerated how fast the event was happening. You don't know. We don't know. Because all it was a mystery of existentialism that I had floating in my head that I wanted to do. So.
What's funny is for me that's not an existential crisis at all because
No, not
I would
really.
be a robot in a heartbeat.
Oh, same, 100%. I've never been concerned. Long as my brain, my thoughts are me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, put me in the robot body. I'll be a 8-foot tall, sexy android. Hell yeah.
Have you guys
I'm
seen
the opposite.
Ex Machina?
Seen what? Sorry,
Ex Machina, the movie.
I don't believe so.
No, I haven't yet.
Okay, then I won't spoil it for you. Because I was gonna ask you something. There's a thing that didn't make sense to me, but until you see it, I'm not gonna spoil it because it's kind of worth
Gotcha.
watching through.
But yeah, so that was
That was
my
cool.
one
was
shot
fun.
that I.
I like
had
that.
an
That was
idea
neat.
for.
Yeah.
So.
I liked the tension on that. I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
I didn't want there to really be combat, but I wanted you guys to have moments of tension, as well as trying to figure everything out and trying to make it through. I probably could have had the curator taunt you and stuff more than I did. I didn't really know 100% what I wanted to do with them, so. But 'cause I didn't want to just straight up be like Gladys and be like making fun of you the entire time. I wanted it to be more obfuscated, like you don't really know what's going on, but that's also because the curator didn't 100% know what was going on. So
Haha, you think you're so cool, but you are not.
also you missed something when you read the initial message,
What did I miss?
the boot up sequence. You didn't scroll all the way down.
No, I did.
Yeah.
I'll do it myself.
There's a nice little piece of foreboding at the very, very, very bottom. ...
I'll do it myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
No.
I read that.
Oh, you did see that? Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't hear you read it out
Curiosity
loud.
read that.
I made a note that there's no
Okay.
closing bracket, and whoever coded this
Okay.
will never get this to work.
I must have thought you were talking about a different section then. Alrighty then, good enough.
Well, there were two sections that didn't have.
Yeah, there was a couple of spots where that happened because of stuff failing.
Okay.
Obviously, that's nowhere near anything that would be real code, but I thought at least the
No, that's
setup of
cool.
it makes it appear computer-like, which is what I was going for. So,
Error.
Hey,
Error.
why did my source have an error attached to it?
just because they weren't, it wasn't so your sources weren't selected by the automated system. It was Devante's network influence that did that.
Ah.
So it was finding the error that the selection had not been, chosen properly and stuff like that. So.
Selector, do not trust him. I'm guessing it was referring to the curator.
What? Sorry,
The selector, do not trust
broke
him.
up for a second there.
The
Sorry.
selector, do not trust him. Sorry, I'm a little far away from my mic. You have to be very close for it to pick up. Are you still not getting it?
I can hear you now. Yeah, yeah.
okay.
So what that's doing is it's that was Devante trying to tell you not. He was fitting in where anywhere he sees control of the code. He was telling you not to trust the curator.
Well,
and stuff
I
like
was about to not trust Devante because
I know. Oh, I know.
Trusting Devante from the
The
beginning
whole
because of
point
that.
was supposed to be that it was that you weren't supposed to know who to trust. So, because
I didn't trust
he
either
was
of them because of that.
he was blocked. He was blocked by network restrictions, which is why he couldn't tell you more.
Okay.
And he was somewhat, because he was sharing processing power with the curator, he was somewhat blocked by its AI code and its ability to do things. So, had you done what he asked and unlocked the system for him, he would have been able to basically tell you the whole story of what happened.
Oh, well, I didn't trust him because...
Exactly. No, and that you played it perfectly fine. That was a perfectly valid way. You were in a situation of like, sure, he's kind of been helping us, but he could totally be trying to manipulate us, you know. So
I just kept hearing in my head, I'm like, would you kindly? I'm like, no, no, I will not kindly do anything.
But anyways,
all right. Well, I think that is the time to end it, to call it a night. I'm hungry and tired.
Yeah.
But that was very fun. So, thank you all for watching. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, check out our Patreon. Please join us in the Discord. We have a lot of fun with chatting with everybody. Check out our stuff on Teespring. We have the Can I Use Athletic merchandise, which is awesome. So, thank you for all of that. And as always, may you roll those nat 20s and avoid those critical fails. And have a good night.
Bye!